Hi YouTube, my name is Lauren. Sorry if my quality isn't very well. I am on my laptop. This is my first IVF video. Kind of play catch up a little bit, I guess. I've been going back and forth whether I wanted to do videos or not. Um, my name is Lauren. My husband's military. We recently moved to South Carolina. We found out last summer that we were going to need to go through IVF. It is our only option due to male factor. However, we have had problems in the past as far as I go. So we had to put it on hold until we actually moved down here, and we had our consult on the 16th of April, and surprisingly things have been going pretty quickly. We had our consult, like I said, on the 16th, and then the week after that I had gone in for some blood work. Well, I had blood work the consult day, but I went in for thyroid because apparently my thyroid was off and my OBGYN previously had not told me, which is a little concerning since of what my levels were. My levels were like a 4 something, and she had been working with us as far as trying to help us conceive, so I'm a little concerned that it was never brought to my attention. I don't know if she just assumed I knew about it. So that's a little discomforting, but I have been going in weekly to be checked on thyroid. My thyroid levels are still off. The last 2 times I've gone, it has been about 2.62, I believe. And then this last time I had it checked, my T4 was a 1.37. So I don't know if because of what my T4 levels were, my RE gave us the go-ahead to continue with the cycle for this month. Because I know most REs will have you wait about 6 to 8 weeks from my understanding as soon as you are put on Synthroid. I am on a generic brand of Synthroid. I did start that last week late. So I was a little, I don't know, questioning why she was letting me go through with it, and I'm just assuming maybe it was because of my T4 levels only being a 1.3. So we got the go-ahead to continue with this cycle, which I was ecstatic minus the little questioning I had. I trust her completely. I absolutely love my RE. So I was very excited. I had already been on birth control for about a week, and then I had my sonohistogram yesterday as well as the trial transfer, and that is where the bad news comes, unfortunately. Yesterday was absolutely a horrible day for me. Insurance doesn't cover anything, so yesterday was kind of a bummer because we had to pay so much money for those procedures just to be told bad news, and it's already absolutely horrible to have to pay for all of this. It's so expensive. So as far as yesterday's results go and why they were so bad, I do have polyps. I wanted to cry. It was so hard when she was explaining all of this to me to hold back my tears. The last time it was that hard for me was when my previous OBGYN had initially told me that IVF was our only option due to my husband's sperm count and quality. So it was very disheartening. I'm so glad my husband actually decided to go with me yesterday morning because he works evenings, and I'm really glad he was with me because I don't think I could have been emotionally stable yesterday to drive an hour and a half back to the house in traffic and dealing with all of my emotions. I probably would have had to sit in the car in the parking lot for a good 45 minutes to an hour just letting it sink in, shed a few tears. So I do have to have surgery to get those removed. I am currently waiting for my primary care doctor to give me a referral to an OBGYN since I don't have one since we had literally just moved down here. And so I'm hoping that he will get back to me early next week with my doctor so I can like ASAP schedule an appointment for a consult and talk to them and get something scheduled as far as surgery, because I am going to have to wait an additional 6 weeks after my surgery for healing before I can start through the IVF process again. So I'm really bummed, and I know my husband is too, that we got so close it felt like. My nurse had actually order all my meds 2 days ago. So I felt so close, and then for yesterday, it just felt like 10 steps back. I know this is really hard for me, but I'm trying to look at the positive things now that I've had time to let it sink in. With me having to wait now, I look at it as, from what I've seen, pregnancy rates can be a lot higher after this procedure, which is awesome because it's obviously my number one paranoia, just almost being pessimistic as if I'm never going to have this. Like, it's never going to happen to me. I'm never going to have a child. As well as it actually gives me time for my thyroid to hopefully get in check. And so I'm very hopeful that, it's a blessing in disguise that we're having to wait so that problem can be fixed, as well as my thyroid issue being fixed, and just making our chances that much greater for success. So if anybody has had issues with polyps and having to get them removed as far as IVF, any kind of insight, tips, pointers, what to expect, really any piece of information would be absolutely wonderful to me. I know the ladies that I'm following right now through IVF, I don't think any of them have gone through it except for one, and I have definitely kept up with her videos and have gone back a million times watching them, and she got pregnant with her first cycle. Well, it wasn't her first cycle, but immediately cycle following getting her polyps removed. So that was awesome. But if anybody else, maybe somebody who's not on YouTube or is not putting up videos, has any insight or has experience, or even if you know someone that's gone through that, any piece of information would be absolutely wonderful to me, because I am a Google freak and it sometimes gets me in trouble. I absolutely have to Google everything. I have to know every little detail of what to expect, what I'm about to go through. And it does work to my disadvantage sometimes because I freak out. I'm a bit of a hypochondriac, I've found out lately, as far as with this process. I expect the worst with everything, although I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to go in yesterday for the sonohystogram and find that out. I thought I was good to go. I was so excited. I was, it was just elated, and the one thing I was not expecting just hit me. So yeah, if anybody could give me any insight, once again, that would be absolutely wonderful. And really any tips for IVF in general, that would be great. There's no such thing in my book as too much information. So I'm sorry I haven't given you really a detailed background, and I've kind of thrown it all out there as far as my first video, but that's kind of where I stand right now, and I do look forward to going through this process, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed and praying that everything is going to work out in the end, and I will soon have my little bambino. So happy. So yeah, I love watching your guys' videos, and I'm very nervous to upload this and possibly start making videos myself. But I do look forward to continue watching you guys, and any insight you guys could possibly give, that would be absolutely wonderful. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.